Alright, welcome back everyone. So I'm on a 11 win streak so far. This is going to be commentary. I have 6 matches, so technically I'm going to be on a 17 win streak, but as of this match, it's the 11th win streak that I'm on. About to be 12. So this is team ranked. My teammate is doing alright down here, except this is going to counter a lot that he's going to have. So he's going to struggle a bit. I figured if I get some ranged attack down below, being this one right here, which is ranged. Normally I want to hold off a bit, but you know, I got this Axeman, so I figured if I get the Axeman and get her, then I can do a combo. Figured I could get her to try to heal, but she went down way too fast, and this one dashes. We're in a pretty tough spot here at the start. My teammate and I are just trying to find our groove or synergy to one another, which I'm going to throw down, try to support him, but he's going down way too fast. Threw another one out. Figured if I can get my healer, I can try to heal and push up. Gonna pop that out. Not gonna have enough time to get my healer out. Gotta try to keep my top as well covered. So I finally got my Axeman out. Gonna throw down my healer, get my healer out, but I don't got anything that's gonna be able to take down the air. And of course the air came up from down below as well, I believe, to attack my healer, so that killed my healer and just put me in another bad spot. It's not looking good. We're struggling at the start here. So now we're getting hit hard. These things are gonna take us down, so I gotta throw this down here to just cover us. Try to keep us up as long as I can until we can turn the tide. We need to start taking these bridges, get that XP, try to get the Mana Fury. They're way ahead of us. They're halfway done their third. We're just getting on our third now. So now we're starting to turn the tide. Now we're actually starting to push into their side. I got my healer healing my ally up there who's hitting this one, which won't counter. And with vampiric and stuff on that one, it helps out greatly. The healer will always push forward constantly, so you always want something to kind of try to stay ahead or push. This thing does major damage to the tower, so of course I throw this up here, stopping us from taking damage. Figured if I could throw this out and try to get a healer, but they have range as well. I'm going to try to take down some of this damage here. So throw archers to take the air. The healer pushed out a bit, took some of the damage and tanked, and I believe saved him with that. Now the healer's going to try to keep him up. I got my archers for anti-air. The healer's keeping him up, slowly going down. Oh, it went down, and there goes the healer. And I got another one here. And we won it. It was a tough battle at the start there, but you never give up. There's quite a bit of people that give up. You'd never want to do that. Yeah, you never want to give up. There's some teams that I've played with, some people that I've played with, where they just give up right away, and it's like, don't. We can always turn the tide. We can, get Mana Frenzy before them. I don't know, they just get salty. So this is the next match here. Threw these out with the shields to try to block some damage and take the top here. So we took the top, he sent flying, so we never got the bottom there. He actually put something up here, so I'm figuring, well, if I try to put something down below, maybe after I get my combo to keep the top pushing. I want to try to get these down. To just be in range, it won't cause this another step. It takes a hit. We're again in a bad spot. They're taking some damage though, so it's a bit balanced. The healer is keeping these up, but the healer just went ahead. This guy's also running the same deck almost as me, except they have some mech in there. So you're going to see a lot of double stuff coming out. They're starting to go down. We're pushing in. I see we have this. I see this is coming in too. So I want to get something out here at the bottom. So I got this out, which has a shield for so many seconds, means he's not going to be taking those initial hits. And then they, of course, sent that little air troop in. I'm hoping he can get down far enough where the air and everything won't attack him, and with the healer he can push in. Figure try to out damage them and try to get something up top here when I can to just help deal damage and move forward with this one. So you know, I got this down, they got that down. Now we're pushing in. He got the bombardment on the other side with the range. They just nuked us up top there. His Axeman is doing work down there. I believe that was his Axeman. Bought us a lot of time. Trying to throw something down, anything down. I threw this down to stop us from taking damage and for them to focus it. Throw this in front to try to just get some of this damage focused on our minion. Try to push up too is what we're trying to do on this side. So basically, as they try to focus one side at this point in time, we're just trying to defend that side while still pushing up the other side. And try to get our combos, so you're the healer with this big blue guy here, the golem, the blue golem, trying to just help out like that. Will help us out. He's slow, but he does quite a bit of damage. He's not as tanky as you would like. Again, now that they're focusing up top, try to focus on the bottom. When they focus on the bottom, try to focus up top. I believe this was my allies. He put this down way too early. I don't know why he put it down there. So now that they got here, I threw my down to actually help us. Maybe he was just trying to get it out of his hand so he can get more stuff in their deck, and there we go. So that was the 12th win streak, going on to the 13th here. About to be 13th. This is the 13th, yeah, the 13th win streak here. Okay, so we're on the 13 win streak. We're going into our 14th game. This deck is really good. I really like the synergy. I can't wait till I get the last 2 cards I need for this deck here to actually bring it all together and to help out with the healers to be able to push the enemy back so when the healers keep moving forward. This was a really good card that he threw out here. I was thinking, oh man, I should try to get healers on here to try to heal him up. But at the same time, I was trying to get my healers to keep this being pushed up. I was hoping that my healer could take him down, but you know, this guy's coming down. So with the healer down at the bottom, healing, but now he's moving up way too far, too fast for my healer to keep up. It was a bit too late on that one. So at least their nether step succubus got taken out. Here we are up top, pushing up top. Couple big guys. Throw this, keep the pressure on them. If they do throw a whole bunch of minions, I do got this daggers that I can throw at them. So they're going to be throwing this out. You don't want to throw like groups out like this because he's just going to keep spinning and hitting. But I needed to get some damage out quick. And up top there, those daggers is getting chucked. Throw some balls. Some blue balls. Oh, so he threw a dinosaur down. It's like, okay, well, I'll cover him with some air. So he's got the ground, I got the air. He's tanky. So we need to defend. Here comes the big guy. Throw this down. He's got the shield for a bit. I know I'm not gonna get enough healing off. Here comes a couple more big guys. We really need to defend the bottom here. I just need to throw anything out to just take some damage off. I know I got this coming up here. So I threw this down here to just cover any that come from the top, but also to bait out some hits. So the initial hits, instead of going on, my Axeman would have went on that. So this is a really good guy. So I'm like, okay, I need to support this one because this is the one that's going to do a lot of damage, like in a row. Like, look at this, boom, and he's just going to get up top and do so much damage to him. And the healing, he has so much defense that it's easier for healers to heal. So they want to get rid of the healers, so they're daggering and everything. We got a whole bunch of stuff coming in. I throw my daggers, take out his little group that he spawned there. Now we got all of these minions and all this stuff coming in. I got some balls coming in, but it's going to be over here. Whenever I see that guy, I always try to support that guy of healers if I have them up and ready. I could focus a bit more on throwing healers out there with my allies, and then kind of giving up a little bit of space at the top and taking a little bit more damage to make sure that we get there and have them panic and throwing a whole bunch of stuff down to attack them. The one up, and then I'll, once we take care of that wave, our champions or whatever, even throw this a couple small minions up, throw the healers down below. That would be probably better. So I gotta try to focus on that later on. So going into the 14th game here. Oh no, this was the 14th game. We're going into the 15th game now. Alright, going into the 15th game here.
And we're off.
I've been pretty lucky. I've had some alright teammates. This deck, I haven't seen this deck before. I don't know how this deck is going to be playing out. You always got to get used to the teammates that you play with. So I have this out, so this is going to be my deck here. I'm trying to get a healer out in time to tag along. Healers move so slow. So as long as that doesn't hit, I was hoping, and I was just out of the range. I was about 3 steps, healer steps.
Red has obtained the first perk.
So they, I don't think their daggers hit me. I didn't see that up top, but they threw their daggers, and I think I still had the shield on, so he survived barely. But these are probably going to, no, he's just outside of the range there. These little guys come in. This has vampiric, so every kill he's just going to heal up a little bit. You see how much he's healing up there, and he's getting faster and faster attack speed. So I see that going up top, but he finally gets killed. I want to try to protect this outhouse. At least that's what I call it. I call it the outhouse. The shack. So now we're throwing a whole bunch of stuff down below just to take this into cover. So we have all of this anti-air following some tanky people. We got everything coming out here. I don't know how my teammate got so many high level stuff and so many things out. I wasn't paying attention when that happened. But now we're right to them. We got some big guys up front. We have all the archers covering, hitting everything, that all the minions that are coming, even my healers like hitting this as well. The healer's gonna come in. I threw a healer down too, just to cover, so all the backline just got fully healed. That was a good match right there. That's something you love to see. The tide just turns so well, and it's like like I said, I don't know how my teammate got so many high levels out at the same time, but it worked out really, really well. And then with my healers coming in as well, that was like 3 lines of we had the front line, the big tanky guys, we had the archers, the range, anti-air to cover them and hit any minions that spawned, and then we had the healers coming in behind the back line, and then if they got to the front line in time to heal them. But yeah, that worked out really well. That was a really quick game, really quick match. Oh yeah, so that was the 15th. Let's go into the 16th match. Okay, 16th match. Let's go in. So like all you're gonna see here, if I can scroll down, all you're gonna see are wins. All I do is keep on winning with this game. Ran that scrat deck, got 23 wins against people in team match. Then I switched decks because I lost one, so I got rid of that 23 win streak. Switched from the scrat because it doesn't work at the end game. I just wanted something that could that I could use for the start since the new season, since I came back. I just came back, right? Like not even a week ago. So ran the Scrat deck until I got up to just gold, about gold, and then I switched to this deck because this is more end game. It actually has combos that you can play rather than just trying to swarm, and at the end game there's so many cards, so many minions that can hit in the cone or get rid of waves of minions. So you need more tanky people or people with shields that, you know, can't really get hit by those, or will get hit but just lose their shields, and healers to keep them up and stuff. Alright, 16th game. 16th match.
And start mashing the buttons. Do something.
So again, like, I don't know, like, I try to go for synergy, like, kind of the same group, maybe with a couple things, like the balls here, and then a couple spells, right, to clear out waves. Where other people I've noticed, like, okay, he's got some void stuff going on here, but then he has some Scrat, and then he has some Empyrean or Legion, whatever you want to call them, as well, and stuff, and so it's weird, like, not seeing things that really combo in other people's decks. So like this, like, he's not a Legion, I don't think he's a Legion or Empyrean, whatever you want to call it, but it goes with the healer, right? He has 600 health, he starts out with 300, so having a healer, because I have the healer for all the other ones, right? So, and it's a 3-star, so just having something that costs a 3-star that you can easily heal. He's just keeping that up. That's, I mean, the healer was keeping that up while I was going against all that. So we at least got a minion there. I gotta get stuff out just, and then he has the healer there. I'm gonna try to spawn stuff, but I see he spawned stuff behind us before to take that healer. I was about to do what he just did, because you always gotta get rid of that healer first. People who don't know better in this game, or people that are noobs, won't target the healers. You need to target the healers. You'll see people just use meteors on healers, just solo on healers, just to get rid of them. It's like, it's kind of that important at some points in the match or the games, especially if he's keeping up one. You'll see, like, there's a couple matches I had. I think I posted at the start of the last video, not last, the one before last video that I posted. At the start, you'll see a healer with one other person march up and just start attacking tower, and he's summoning a whole bunch of stuff, and he can't take down that one that's attacking his tower, and he just loses. And it felt like it wasn't even a 60-second game, although it was probably a bit more, but just felt like it was like a 30-second game. Like, as spawn those, they go up and they just attack the tower, and you can't kill the guy, and the tower gets destroyed. So summoning the healers, keeping these guys up, they're not like, his health is even, it's just like a little sliver, then back up, little sliver, back up. Again, attacking just the healers. He needs to take the healers down, and they figured, well, there's 2 healers there, that's the best hit there that they can get. It's going to take some attack on the tower, but at least he got rid of the healer. If he dared get rid of the healers, they wouldn't have been able to take that down, right? Because the first hit was range, they didn't shadow step. Now he shadow steps, but they're going to keep shadow stepping and firing. The succubus is actually pretty good, let's be honest. And with the attack speed that they have, it's actually pretty good. So here's the range to attack it, so it doesn't shadow step and keep healing. We're keeping the bridges. We've already got our 3rd perk. We're about 25% towards Mana Frenzy. Like, we have this in the bag unless we royally screw up. Like, we constantly have them defending just their tower. Now they finally get a push up. I have this to defend. I figured, you know, I'll keep it and then I'll throw it when they get closer, right? So they're throwing everything. They're throwing their little missiles, they're throwing their daggers, everything. So now I see that they're getting up to here. You know, I'm going to throw it down, defend our tower. We have enough push now where we can actually start pushing back. We gave up a little bit of space so that we can build our waves and everything down. So we got our waves, we got walls. We're now going to start our second push. You know, sometimes you need to take a step back, take a little breather, build up your waves and reset the board and then push up. You know, let them spend all their mana on their higher ends or building destroyers or whatever. Get your waves and start just pushing again. So here's the crossbows to take those down. We got the healer, I got the combo back. And sometimes you gotta wait for your combos with your healers and everything, so they threw their little thing down to try to stall. Instantly just gets destroyed. This one only attacks buildings. Which, like I said, a lot of people use these like, sure, it's good for attacking the building, like it does a lot of damage, but it doesn't attack any units, and it rushes. Basically, it's a meat shield that will attack buildings, but you need to clear before you can get that out. And it feels like it's just a waste in your hand unless you have like some sort of deck that really utilizes that, and if they're using like a stall deck. So if they have like buildings and stuff, and you have it like defensive buildings and throwing that out. A lot of people do use that, so like it will do a lot of damage to this. If I throw mine out, it will actually do a lot of damage, or if it hits well that I throw that out, then it'll get rid of it a lot sooner. But we got Mana Frenzy here now. I'm trying to throw everything out and overwhelm them at this point. I'm not worried about combos. I would try to do combos, try to keep healers up. So there's 3 healers coming in. We have all this range, we have everything it's done. And then we have all our buildings at the back line there. You saw how we just filled the board up there. And then with the healers and everything, yeah, it was just done. We had all the range backing up. We had that 3 wave, the front tanky guys, the archers to defend them and take out the air and take out the minions. And then we had the healers coming in as well. It was really good. Alright, let's go on to the 17th game. So this is the 17th game. This is where I'm currently stopped there last night. And like I said, as you see, you'll see all wins. That's all I do is win, win, win. 23 win streak, loss. So far, 17 win streak, still going. We'll see how long I can carry that with this deck, the endgame deck. And I'm way past. I'm in what, diamond or whatever, or plat? Is it plat, diamond, or I'm just past gold there. I'm almost the next tier. I'm about 2 levels away from the next tier. So they got some big guys out. This is a really good guy. He will wipe. I need to get like a healer to support him if I can. But it's going to take too long. He's going to get way too far ahead. He's going to die before then. They threw something out that counters him. That's why you saw the defensive any range. I believe this is nurse range.
Red has obtained the first perk.
So we got up top here. We pushed to them.
Obtained the first perk.
I'm always cautious when I see a player with this champion. They tend to be pretty good players. So when I see him, I'm always trying to be like, oh man, this is gonna be a tough battle, and it is. He's got a lot of AoEs. He's shot someone down below. My little balls got blown up. My blue balls. I gotta try to get rid of up top and retake this bridge so that we can continue on with our push. They're ahead of us down below here. They've already got their second perk. Starting to head on to their third. We need to gain some ground here. So this is a counter to all the range that we have up top, and they threw this down as well. This is so good. Like this right here does so much damage to such a large area, and it moves across, right? So it'll cover this whole area. It's just insane, and the amount of damage it does. But like I said, they have so much counters to like waves in this game. So running like a scrat deck at this, and like when you get up to gold is when it will pretty much run out for being as well. I've yet to see a scrat deck at the end tiers. That at least one that works or doesn't instantly just die. So you can see they're launching some strats and stuff. They have these little waves, but they die right away. Sure, he used that magic, like the initial, just to take out the healer. But like I said, they all like good players always target healers, right? So instantly, as soon as my healer comes out, bombardment. The magic spell just got used up on it. But and then just like all his little minions got wiped out. Again, they're throwing everything, so they're doing this big push up top here, and they threw down even their big magic. I got the healer out in time. He's rooted. Gives me a chance because there's a little bit of distance between us in range. I was able to heal him up. I'm just trying to heal him up as much as I can, and then take some initial damage with the shield there because he's immune. Boom! So we actually got this big push here going, but still, they're constantly keeping up on us. They're not letting up. This is such a good card. I talked about it before. It's such a good card. It's like two of those lightning things. Our dragon came out. I'm like, okay, now we need to I need to focus on the push. I don't got any healers to throw down with them. I can throw some range. I can try to push up. I put that down when he started activating that. It's like, dang it. Again, so at least he's using that here. I'm having a hard time to like even support my ally. I'm just trying to defend. Like I said, whenever I see him, this champion, it's always a tough battle. I don't know what it is. I need to like look into what type of decks people run with that makes it such a difficult battle. Got the healer with my Axeman out. He's got this, which is going to annihilate my healer because it's an AoE, right? It's a big circle. So I need to just try to. Oh, well, there goes my healer. I was hoping they would hit him instead. Again, just push. There's pushing out. I would say it's a pretty even battle, but if you look at our health, they haven't hit our tower yet. They haven't hit our tower, as far as I know, and we've already got them down below half, and they've been at our side. I want to say like 70% of the game or 60% of the game, they're on our side, but they can't get to our tower. They can't hit our tower yet, anyways. But even now, they're sending the small little minions in. They finally got our tower a little bit there. They switched my healers over to this side, stopping me from healing the big guys here. So now we've managed to hold the bridges long enough. We got Mana Frenzy first. We're just going to try to push on. They're already taking so much damage on their tower, and they're taking more. We got our range coming in, so now they have so much anti-air units. They have so many air units, we need a lot of anti-air. Like I said, this is a pretty good one, but they're defending so well. Like, they destroyed a few of our waves there that we had sent in, even with Mana Frenzy. This is the first time I think I've seen her too, or I might have seen her one or two times before. I want to look into what her skills are, her champion abilities. I don't know, or that if that's a skin or whatever. It looks good though. I really, really like it. So that was the 17th match there, the 17th win for this win streak currently, and I'll be continuing on with that today as well. I gotta do a few things before I actually play. I just wanted to show some recaps from last night there, do some commentary, but this deck I'm really happy with. But like I said, I want to switch out a couple cards here, and for a couple more. Maybe add another either healer or woodman in here in this deck. We'll see. But, you know, if the deck is working, you don't want to switch it up. If it works, it works. Don't switch anything up. Why, if it's working, why change it, you know? So as long as I'm winning, I'm not going to change anything. I'm just going to keep the deck the same. And then when I lose, then I'll switch it up and try it. Try that other 2 cards that I need to get. Sorry about that little yawn there. But I need 2,000 crystals here. And just some advice for new players. If you're starting out as a new player, some stuff that I learned is don't spend your blue crystals on cards to get your card frames up. Save them to either craft. So if you go to crafting and then craft the cards you need for your deck, because it'll be like 2,000 for some or 50 for some. You can actually just craft your deck really easy, where sometimes you're spending 1,500 crystals on just a frame, right? Just to get to the next frame. And then like 600 gold or whatever. So don't be spending your crystals like that. And then if there's a champion that you like too, you can actually get them with crystals as well. They're depending on what one you're getting. They'll be either 500, 1,500, you know, 1,000, depending on what champion. So get your champion first is what I would recommend, and then get your card, because you get a lot. You'll get a lot of crystals when you first start playing the game. You get a lot of crystals. I'm thinking you'll get like just over 5,000 crystals within like the first week or whatever, depending on how much you play. You can easily get this. This one was, I think this one was 500 if I'm not mistaken. And then the cards, you know, I got a couple of these cards that were like, I got one card that I think this one was like 50 or something. I might be wrong. And then, you know, I grabbed, I think I actually only needed to, did I need to grab anything from here? I don't know if I had to grab anything from here or not, or if I just got them as I played, because you get tokens for the tower, right? But that's one thing. Another thing I would say too is for your shop, make sure you're getting you get a free daily here from the daily offers, and then also keep an eye out for deals. So this deal kind of works out because you get 10% off if you buy the full 9,000 instead for the 10 for 9,000 is basically the same if you buy this, because you get the 10% off. So you can buy 3 at a time and then wait. But what I would recommend too is they have these guess ones, but they'll have blues or greens. I think blues are like 5 and then greens are like 10 or whatever, but they're really, really cheap. They're like, I'm not too sure. I want to say like 2,000, depending on which one you get, like, or 2,700, whatever it is. But it's really cheap for gold for 10 cards, random blue or random green. That can be something really good, right? And then depends, if you get enough of them, then you can also get gold back from, if you go to the cards and you get that little icon over it and you click on it and you get the tier bonus. So you'll get like either 400 or you'll get like two pulls from it and stuff too. So, you know, always look at the shop is something I would recommend, and buy the guess marks for the blues, the blue 5s, I think it is, and then the green 10s, and you'll get like a good deal. So like this is a good deal here. Like I said, it's pretty much rather me saving up, so I'm just gonna actually grab this. I like to save up for the cards rather, like the 10 greens or the other ones, because if I pull this, I can get greens, which if I'd saved up that 27 for the 10 greens, it just feels better because I'm getting more pulls. But if I do this, you have a chance to get legendary, a legendary, or like supreme or something like that. So I got a legendary, which was good. See, like I said, you always want to like keep an eye out for the deals or whatever, and sometimes you get lucky. You know, it's not always you're gonna get it, but oh, here's the rammer, and then I got 333 shards. So I'm like just under 900, just over 800 away from getting one of my last cards I need to make this deck way more better. This deck is probably at, I want to say, 80% of its potential for, and like, look how good it's doing. Look at my win streak. I got a 17 win streak so far. And look at my tier, like my tier here. I'm almost up to the next one. And once I get over here too, like once I get here, then that's going to help. Like if I get the next 2 levels here tonight or tomorrow, I want to try to get it tonight. When I come back to play, I can't, I got to take off here in a bit, but when I get back, I get that 500 added onto there. And I just need just over 300 more, about 325 more, and I get my last card, and then my deck will be at the 90% mark for being complete where I want it, right? So there's that. But yeah, and then from there it's only 5 more to here, and then to here. But the season ends in 6 days. I came back at the, I want to say I came back at the 11th or 12th day, I think, from when the season ended. And from there, like, so I came back like 5 days ago. I think it was 5 days ago I came back. I've already got my rank up to here, barely playing, just winning. The more you win, it seems the more experience adds up per game after, so that you get into the rank that you're supposed to be. So when you get like 23 plus wins in a row, you know, it starts adding up where I'm getting over 200 points. Basically, for now, because it's at 500, every 3 matches, I end up in the next, I go up 1 level into the next rank quite a bit. I get about 600 something. Before, when I was at my 23 win streak and I was here, you know, every 2 matches that I won, I was going up a level. So you go up faster the more you win in a row, which is amazing. This would be nice. You can save up, like if you play a couple seasons and you get those plus with what you get for free. I've never spent any money on this game. You know, then you can buy the battle pass for free. But I was hoping, depending on where I end up in the battle pass, I was thinking, you know, if I could have finished it, then supporting the game, spending whatever 15 Canadian dollars on the battle pass. But I'm not going to be able to finish the season, I don't think. I'm almost up to the next one, which gives you that card there, but because getting everything in the battle pass for $15 I think would be worth it, and supporting the game. I've really been enjoying it, and if you enjoy it, then play it. I just wish this game was more popular than what it is. But anyways, I gotta take off here. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see how far this win streak can go when I get back. So I hope to see you then. Later.